Good morning, traders. This is Roger from Aitg, coming to you live from Central United States. It is May 29th, 2018. 2 more days left of trading in the month of May, and we move on to June. Got some pretty exciting news to share this morning. Some of these setups that we've been following have come back to life, and pretty excited about it. We saw it coming at the end of last week. So let's get started right away with the 4-hour heat map, ADR, take profit, and the equity lock. It has come back and finally hit its second basket for a total of 137 pips. Whew, man, was this a long basket to endure. You could just go back and look and see the river of red, but persistence and patience. We've come back and the account right now, with the close of this basket, the overall count since we started almost just about a little over a month ago, is up 47%. All right, that's not bad at all. So we will restart this. Let's see. Let's close. We'll open up properties. Hit OK. Reopen the graph. And remember, we'll start this at the beginning of the broker day. So just doing a preliminary restart right now. All right. And I'll go back to this later on today at the beginning of the broker day and finish the setup. I don't know if any have had a chance to look at Gene's post yet. He posted a sneak preview to the version 3 of the dashboard, and it is phenomenal. I encourage you guys to go check it out. It's post number 397, and some of the changes that he's made have been suggestions from you. So you see your input does mean something. We do consider and take on board your ideas. So one thing that is a big change in version 3 is how the heat map takes trades, closes, and trails now on the stop loss for the basket overall. So that being said, we will continue to run these heat map tests as prescribed on version 2, but version 3 actually is going to change things a little bit. So hopefully make this process much better, and may cut out some of these this past long period of endurance through crossing the Red River there. So let me set up for the next test. Okay, the next test is the 10-pip Renko breakout, and this guy is still floundering around. The cycle profit and loss is up 530 pips right now, but the basket equity is down 348. What does that mean? We've closed 530 pips worth of positive trades, but the negative trades right now in the current basket is 878 pips. And when you do the math, that gives us a basket equity of overall net equity of 347 negative. So we're going to continue to let this run. But one thing I have decided we will do with this, when version 3 comes out and we apply version 3 of this with those new options on the heat map, I think I'm going to introduce the heat map with the Renkos here and see if we can help it out a little bit and save some of our this extreme drawdown. We did use the jumping stop loss, and we saw that that wasn't a very good stop loss, at least for the Renkos. It kind of ate us up. So we will apply the version 3 dashboard to this test here, and see if we can improve on the Renkos. So this is what we got right now. We'll continue to let this run, and hopefully we can bank out of this and get in some positive pips and close it out and start afresh. All right, the next setup will be before our heat map, 12 pip take profit and equity take profit of 50 pips or $50. Remember, I labeled this wrong, or actually when I set this up, I changed it after I already started it. but it is a 12 pip take profit and a 50 pip or $50 equity take profit. This test here is just it's been a thorn in my side, but I guess on a positive note, our margin level is still way up there at 2,500%. And so, you know, what do you do with this? You take your loss right now, and you're only down. Our starting balance was 2811, and right now the current equity is at 2,700. So basically, we're only down 180 pips, all right, from our starting balance. I'm just going to let this go as is and see what happens towards the end of the week when I think version 3 will be released here shortly. Hopefully maybe by the weekend. And if that's the case, we'll go ahead and switch this over and readjust some of the settings on this setup here. So don't want to pull the plug on this yet, but this could be a candidate. Remember, as I shared last week, I am going, when we start doing the live webinars, members only, the subscription webinars, one of the part of the package is daily updates following one of my live setups. Again, breaking my rule, but I want to show you the confidence that I have in our product and showing you one of my live accounts. And I think what I said it was the manual supply and demand setup that I'm presently using, and which Gene is working on right now on our next TS, which will be a complete full auto supply and demand TS. I do believe that could be switched to semi-auto also, or straight up manual. But right now I'm just using a supply and demand Indie off the web, and using with the Aitg DM SD TS as the main TS for the setup. But I'm manually looking at my charts every day and manually setting the take or the entry lines, and then take profits after the entry. So you guys will be able to follow me going through the charts every day, and watching that recorded video, along with the other updates that I'm doing here. But that being said, you know, right now I think I'm running 5 or 6 setups and going through all the charts with my live. I think I'm going to delete 1, if not 2, of these demo setups that I've been working for the past month or so. All right, so that being said, let's move on to the next setup. A 1-hour Haas breakout. This is the one and done per day. Remember, this was also giving us a fight the past week, and it has come back and hit its basket for $254 or 169 pips. That's based off of the $1.50 per pip lot size that I'm trading on this. You know, this was one that we rescued. We put this was one that I think we had a bunch of rescue trades, showed some different techniques in rescuing, and it has prevailed and come back. So we will reset this one also. Let's see here, and get ready for a new day at the broker day. Let's see here. Well, actually, I don't need to have my graph. I can do this later. So, pretty excited about this one here. I think we're going to continue to demonstrate this setup here, and see how it goes. So, but we will obviously convert this over to the new dashboard when it comes out. All right, the next setup is the London, and you can see the London is still chugging along here. It is cycle profit loss you can see is $81, which is, do the old calculations here, 270 pips in the bank, and it's down $20 or 66 pips. So it's you can see on the graph here, it is definitely coming back. Gonna let this continue to go, and again, we've only taken 18 trades over the past week and a day with this. So let's look at some of these charts here real quickly here. There's the line in the sand that, it's just been going sideways on the Aussie Swiss. It hasn't even come close to the line in the sand that we drew, where we would take a hedge trade. Let's look at a couple others here. Yeah, we're waiting for this to take across here, so to give us confirmation, and actually a Haas color change, confirmation for this to go back long, where we would take a second position to get us into break even quicker. And let's see, the NAS Swiss. Again, these guys are just floundering up and down, but staying away from where it needs to go. Nothing, you can just wait on that one. And this one right here. Oh, sorry about that. That was my phone. Let's see, put that on vibrate. Okay, yeah, we'll just wait and see what happens here. So we will move on to the final. Yes, finally, the daily heat map. This one I think we're going to definitely put on the chopping block, let it run a couple more days, but this is definitely going to be revamped here when we put the dashboard version 3, when that is released. So we'll restart this one with the new parameters. This new heat map setup for in the version 3 dashboard is going to be really phenomenal. So much better than what it is now. Like I said, it's going to have some different ways of trailing stop losses on the dashboard. But yeah, more info to follow on that as it becomes available. So this one here, I don't know if I'll just chop it now or let it continue to run, but obviously this is now we're still, the margin level still just under 1,000%. So I mean, it depends on how much patience one has. Again, we started out with a 2,000 starting balance at the beginning of this setup, which started on April 22nd, and we're still up $120 right now. So, yep, it is what it is, guys. But we don't quit. We just look for ways to improve and look for ways to fight back. So, to recap today's updates, we've had 2 that have come back, that have fought back and have closed their baskets in profit. We have 1, the London, that's on its way. Hopefully by tomorrow's update, London will be in profit. And then we have 3, which are 2 of them being the heat map setups. Two of the variations of the heat map setups are giving us extreme problems. So hopefully these issues would be fixed with version 3. Looking forward to it. So that completes the updates for today. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.